What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be closing out our high protein cooking series, and we are closing it out in a big way. We've given you the dessert, the breakfast, the lunch. Today is dinner, and we are cooking pizza. Who does not like pizza? If you don't, why did you click on this video? We're going to be cooking a buffalo chicken ranch pizza. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be delicious. It's pizza. Let's get into it, guys. So a lot of times when people are making these pizza recipes, they make their own dough, they make their own crust. That is a great way to save on calories, and also you can manipulate the amount of protein, carbs, and fiber that are going into it. Would have been great if we did that, but we didn't. So anyway, we bought Brooklyn bread pizza crust. We're gonna go into the macros later, but we just decided to go with this instead of making the crust today. So as usual, let's go through our lineup of ingredients. As I just showed you, we have our pizza crust. And today we're gonna go with fat-free cheese. Definitely important, guys, if you wanna save on calories and still keep that protein high. Fat-free is definitely the way to go. Chicken breast. Once again, you wanna go high protein, low fat. Chicken breast is always the way to go. We're gonna have some red onions to put on top of the pizza for some extra flavor. And then the big boys in here, we got, once again, fat-free ranch, and then good old Frank's. I put that on everything.
I put that on everything.
You know the deal. It would not be a cooking video without the First Lady, Elaine.
Hello, everybody. Let's start on our pizza today. We have our crust out, our Brooklyn bread, which we're from New York and we are very happy to finally have some good pizza. We're gonna first put on the cheese, okay? So we're gonna put the cheese first because this is just that type of crust. First goes the cheese, not the sauce. We have 1 cup of cheese for this pizza. And if you never tried this crust, it's really delicious. And here we have our chicken, so I'm gonna go ahead and shred this chicken with my fork, which I cooked earlier, so it's probably already cold, but that's fine. And we're shredding it and not putting it in chunks just because it's a little easier to eat and easier because we're gonna mix this in with our sauce.
Somebody heard chicken and she jumped right up.
All right, guys, so I shredded the chicken. Gonna go ahead and put it in another bowl. I already mixed our sauce together. Now this was 8 tablespoons of ranch dressing, or ranch, and 2 tablespoons of Frank's. Now remember, you could use as much Frank's as you'd like. Frank's gets crazy, so that's what we used. I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna mix that up because this is what we're using as the sauce. So it doesn't matter if it's nice and saucy. We're gonna go ahead and put that on top of our pizza. This is good, guys.
That sauce is smooth and spicy, just the way I like my woman.
Guys, how good does that look? We are going to put on some more cheese. As you can see, 1 cup is more than enough. Then sliced up some onions. You always want to go for some bold flavor, not that the buffalo wasn't bold enough. And some color, guys. Come on. Onions? Onions is good on everything.
And we used a minimal amount, guys. 20 grams. Macro-wise, it's nothing. I mean, it's less than 10 calories.
Delicious. Look at this. I also heated up the oven to 425, and I don't have a pizza stone, which is what they recommend, but I do have a pizza pan, okay? So let's go ahead and put this in the oven on top of that pizza pan that's already heated up in the oven. Oh, I almost forgot. The olive oil. Guys, never forget olive oil, especially when it comes to pizza. We're going to go ahead and put this around the edges.
Purpose of that on this particular crust is
makes it crispy. Now some crusts, especially homemade, will have you brush this on the whole pizza. But that's not necessary with this one, just around the edges.
And again, as always, guys, keep in mind, we bought this crust for this particular recipe we're making today. If you choose to make your own, you might not even have to do this. We always just give you a basic outline, and you can go anywhere with your own version of the recipe you'd like.
It's gonna look better when it's all melted and
Bomb. Let's go.
All right, so let's go ahead. Put that in our already heated pizza pan. Delicious.
11 minutes later.
That looks good, guys. Now we're just going to add a little bit of ranch dressing on the top, just a drizzle.
That's optional. You don't have to do that, but for us, that's how we like our buffalo ranch pizza.
And I'm just doing the little Ziploc effect because it keeps it nice and thin.
Little tricks of the trade. Look at that. All right, folks, it is the moment of truth. Let's get down to business. Oh yeah. That is good. I will say this, depending on how you like your pizza, we used 8 tablespoons of ranch, 2 on the hot sauce. You want it spicier? I would say maybe go to even 3 or 4 tablespoons with the hot sauce, but other than that, this is bomb. And the red onions on top too. And this is just proof. Your diet does not have to be boring. You can eat high protein, anabolic diet. With this, you can use this while you're bulking, cutting. It's going to work in either scenario. Your diet does not have to be boring. All right, so let's talk macros. Now keep in mind, the macros I'm giving you are for this entire pizza. You can go about it however you want. If you want to split this in half and do that as your lunch and your dinner, you want to split into thirds, however you want. You want to eat the whole thing, go for it. I'm just gonna give you the macros. Calorie-wise, for the entire pizza, 950 calories, protein, 80 grams of protein, carb, 129, fat, 12. I don't know about you, but as far as my diet, what I like to do, those are great numbers. If I was cutting, I would do maybe half of the pizza, depending on like how my day was going. I could definitely get away with even the whole pizza and still have calories to work with, but I would do probably half the pizza. I know the rest of my day would be comfortable and I'd be able to fit in enough food to keep me satiated and still hit my macros for the rest of the day. Okay guys, that is going to do it for today's video. That is gonna be a wrap for the high protein series of cooking that we've been doing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We definitely had fun doing it. This is the way that I eat. I always like to keep high protein, whether I'm cutting or bulking. Thank you guys so much for supporting. I've been getting great support as far as the comments. You guys are awesome, definitely appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. You can get content like this in the future. If you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do, guys. Smash, thumbs down, whatever it may be. It all helps the channel, we appreciate it. As far as everything else, we'll see you guys in the next video.